So, good morning, Bernadette. How are you? You well?
Good.
Thank you very much for letting me come in today. Just wanted to ask you a few questions. Congratulations very much on the awards that you've recently won. You must be delighted.
Absolutely, yeah. It's wonderful. Yeah. It's really nice to be recognised, and our team's really loving having won it. It's a good team effort, and any pharmacy relies upon a lot of people to make it work.
Of course.
So, hats off to every single one of them. So I'm proud of them all.
Pharmacy. I know south of the border, pharmacy's going through its changes. North of the border will be affected as well.
Of course.
So, where do you see pharmacy heading in the next sort of 5 years? Where do you see it going?
Lots of changes, and I do believe we need to be doing far more clinical work. We need to be integrating with the GPs much more. So therefore we need to be freed up, and we need to find better ways and newer ways of working. Now, I've been almost 30 years a pharmacist, so for me at this age to suddenly think I need help, but we do. In order to achieve our goals, we need to have more help for the team. We can't keep employing more and more dispensers because the workload that's on us for the dispensing will still be there, but we still have to think creatively about how we can manage that for the future. So I see definitely much more clinical input, and for me to be released, and for my other pharmacists to be released, and for more of my dispensers to be released, to give more clinical help to all of our patients. It's a team effort, so we need automation.
Yeah.
And I absolutely am sold on it now.
Right, okay. So how long have you been considering automation,
About the last 12 months. I met someone at a conference, and they have four shops and a robot per shop. However, their automation was for the dispensary, so that was my first consideration. But for me here, the more priority for us in the first year or two is in nomad dispensing.
Yeah.
Because the ageing population in my area in particular, we are being put more under stress, and the demand on the pharmacy is to get elderly patients back home from hospital. And that means that we need to be able to produce something for them that's safe, effective, and easy for us to produce. And right now it's time consuming. One dispenser can only do 10 a day, and the figures just don't add up. The demand was exceeding what I could supply, so I needed to, for me, the priority was let's help these elderly people get home. So pouch dispensing, although I hadn't thought of that a year ago, came into my head about 6 months ago after meeting a colleague who had one installed. Did a visit to his pharmacy and was really impressed, and he promised me he would never go back. And having someone say that means more to me than anyone coming in and trying to advertise it.
Yeah, we've got the pouch pack machine that you're sat next to. It's early days. How have the staff felt about it?
Initial reaction is worry, because they think they're being replaced. So I think the important thing is to remind them why we're doing it. We're doing it to help them. We're doing it to help the patients. We can't continue to employ more and more new people. We'll retain the staff we have, but we'll use them better. And I think when you help them understand how valuable they are to you, and that they can offer so much more to the patient and the patient's care, that soon goes. And then excitement comes in.
Yeah.
So we're at the excited phase, and also the realisation of how much help already this is giving, and also already finding out what extra benefits that this pouch pack. It's not just about the medicines, it's about reminders, it's about the potential of new business it can bring to us.
Yeah.
So I'm excited at this point about not just what we can offer now to my current patients, it's what we can offer to future patients.
I see you've got some pouches there on the side. What do you think patients' reaction to them? Is that good?
So far we've spoken, So far I've demonstrated this to several clients who've come into the pharmacy. My plan is to one-to-one see all of my patients, because it is different.
Yeah.
However, the minute you show them how to use it, the minute they see how easy it is to open, when you tell them that we can do extra reminders for eye drops, even to tell them it's in the fridge, already the reaction has been stunning. So
Yeah.
I foresee that I will have very little resistance to this change.
Yeah.
I think it's how you let the patients know, customers
Mhm.
know. I think it's really important to build that into the plan. So a one-to-one with myself is the plan for me, and we're going to phase it in gently so that it's manageable.
Sure.
And we'll maybe do 40 patients a week
Yeah.
until we're up to date.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Excuse me.
I've always thought that they're fairly cool as well.
It's a test one, isn't it?
A test, yeah.
I can do it.
You can do it well if you can do it. Anyway.
No, it's just so easy.
Yeah.
It's easy peasy.
Easy peasy to open.
So easy. And we've got elderly patients who, the only thing, obviously we'd like to maybe have slightly bigger writing, that's a little bit of feedback, but that's easy fixed. But the most important thing, it's so easy to check from a pharmacist's point of view. It's fantastic for the carers. And then for the patient, people with one hand can do it. It's just so easy.
Mm-hmm.
All my elderly with arthritis, I can't see anyone not managing this.
Yeah.
And at the moment, with the packs we use, they try and cut into the top, and then they get confused. This morning, I visited an elderly patient. He's already in Sunday's medicine.
Yeah. Oh, crumbs.
Because he's just not following the days.
Aye.
This, he'll never go wrong. I cannot see a down to this.
Yeah.
I've not had practical experience with obviously any problems.
Yeah.
However, it's so easy. I just can't foresee too many issues. And if there are any, we'll fix it. My genuine thoughts are that any one of my patients would manage this.
Yeah. People have reported back to me, and you must probably find this, that younger people think it's quite cool compared to the traditional gossip box my granny gets associated.
No young person wants anyone to really know
correct.
their own medicine. Grannies aren't so fussed. I've got my dosette box, I take 16 a day. They have a different mindset. Younger people, discreet. It's like inhalers, they have to be sexy. They want a nice one, it's got to be decent shape. They're not really bothered about really, the inhaler technique. We try and teach them all that. The first thing we have to do is get them something that they're going to actually want to use.
Yeah.
And I think they would want to use this.
Yeah.
It's a bit similar to the psychology of inhalers. You have to try and choose one that they will actually want to be seen with.
Yeah.
And this, so discreet, they could just, in their pocket, in their bag, lads and girls, I just think it's fantastic for both sexes. So great.
So you've chosen automation. Where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years? Where would you picture Cadham Pharmacy and Bernadette Brown being in 5 years' time? What's your vision?
I think the vision with automation is changing daily for me, and my newest idea based on this automation is that there's so much potential for the future of pharmacy. So pharmacists are being asked to do more clinical work. So it's not just clinical work within the pharmacy, clinical work within care homes.
Yeah.
So for me, I really see a massive benefit to the elderly and the assistance that we can provide with medicines management. Not just in the supply, I see myself very much in the supply. This is a fantastic tool and a brilliant way of administering medicines for the nurses in care homes. But I see my role in supply and also in clinical areas. So I could see myself get into the care home that I supply to with the help of this type of automation. Great software so that we can work as a team together, and me giving clinical input to the actual medicines so that we're helping these elderly patients have less side effects, to keep them well, to change medicines I can prescribe, working closely with their doctors, and I can see a full integrated model from the supply, the safety from the start, right to the end, where we're actually helping these patients stay well and be healthier.
Yeah.
So I think that's great, and also I do have to say that that's not the end of it for me. This is the beginning. I can see in 3 years' time having automation in the actual dispensary for packs.
Yeah.
And I do like the idea of the chute and simplification, the increased accuracy. And again, it's never to replace the girls. It just will mean that we can invest in the future of safety and release more capacity for our pharmacists to do more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and good luck, and here's to yet more awards. Indeed.
So let's go for innovation next year.
Innovation next year, indeed.
And thank you so much for your help. It's been invaluable. Everything you've done from start to finish has been very much appreciated. The training you've given, my daughters are loving all the help that you've given, because they're going to be in charge of this with me sort of overseeing it. So thank you so very much.
No problem.